So a few days ago, I went to the cinema to watch The Flash, and I just kind of wanted to do a quick review of it. This is actually like my fourth, actually maybe like my fifth time recording this, because my audio is kind of like shit. Like there's like an issue every time I try to record. Let me just start off by saying that I don't really watch DC stuff. I've only like seen Superman, one of the Superman movies, like Man of Steel, I think it's called, the Aquaman movie and the Wonder Woman movies. That's kind of it. But I watch all the TV shows, like almost like every episode. So yeah, kind of wacky. Let me just like quickly explain the plot of the movie. I'm not gonna go into like spoilers. It's just like the basic plot. So basically, Barry goes back in time to save his mom and messes up the timeline. It's really nothing new. Like we've seen this before in the TV series, like Flashpoint, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but I think they did something like pretty new with this movie that I kind of liked. Plot was pretty good, so I feel like some parts were like a little bit rushed, like towards the end. Like it's kind of like you have like a massive build up at the start, right? It's like character development, like developing Batman, all the characters, and at the end it's just like what the fuck just happened? Like it's like everything's just kind of like it's like it's like when you add too much seasoning into a pot. That's what it is. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's really weird. Yeah, like they didn't really like develop Supergirl a lot. She was kind of just like there, I guess. So another thing I liked was the multiverse like timelines kind of thing. Not sure if this is a bit of a spoiler, but if you're a bit scared, then click off. I guess I'm just gonna explain how the multiverse thing works in this film. So basically, in most films, you have like a timeline, right? And if you change something in the past, you'll change the future like this, like it branches off like that, right? But in this film, it's kind of like you have this, like the timeline. If you change something in the you no, if you change something like here, you change the future, but also change the past. So it's kind of like a cross, like that. Um, and an analogy they used was like spaghetti, where it's like if you have like spaghetti on a plate, it's like all jumbled, like a mess, right? You have some parts where it's like parallel, some like intersections, and the intersections are like the canon events. Basically, I thought that was like a really cool concept, and I don't think anyone has done this before. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. All right, now on to like the kind of bad parts. Another thing I thought wasn't that great was the dialogue. There's some parts where it's kind of like cheesy. Well, there's good cheesy and like not that great cheesy, and it kind of has both. The not that great cheesy parts are like really cliche superhero movie lines. One of the like good cheesy lines I like is like the Batman line. He says like, "Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Like that was like amazing. I really like I actually went to watch the film because of that line, because Michael Keaton, like he delivered that line like super well. Like it's just wow. So yeah, dialogue wasn't like amazing. On to the next part. Another thing I didn't really like was the CGI, and oh my goodness, like it wasn't like terrible. Like some parts are just like really like not great. So like the opening scene, you have Barry, like he kind of like does this like pose, right? And he basically runs. And when he's running, like he does this in like slow motion, like he just does this like really slowly, and he's just like gliding across the floor. So it's kind of like those like hacks in games where like people like T-pose and just like slide across the floor. It kind of looks like that basically. It's really weird, and I wasn't like a big fan of Barry's suit either. It kind of looks like slime um on your body. It's like really sticky. I guess. Like, yeah, I think it's just like the running scenes. Most of the time, CGI is actually fine. Overall, I'm gonna give this movie like a 6 or 7 out of 10. That sounds like a really IGN esque rating. But yeah, like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's not like bad, but I would definitely like go watch something like Spider-Verse first. Cause that movie's like actually freaking amazing. That's my review. If you guys liked it, I'll see you in the next video.